Hi, congratulations, you have made up your mind to finally find a job and move on. And you're looking at job publications and you're stuck at writing a resume or CV, depending on where you're coming from. CV, curriculum vitae, is the same as resume. Okay, who am I? My name is Priscilla Kuma. I'm a registered nurse, BSN. I work as a registered nurse in New York State, and I'm a nursing migration content creator, sometimes lifestyle. And the most asked question is, I have a job and I don't have a resume. Can you make a video about how to write a resume, how to write a CV? Yes. So you clicked on the right video, watch to the end, share this video with others, and it might be helpful to them. So you're writing a resume and you don't know where to start from. What is a resume at all? A resume is just you selling yourself to an unknown person. They don't know you, they haven't seen you before, they don't know anything about you. So you have 6 seconds of their time to sell yourself to them. Research has shown that the recruiter looks at your resume or your CV just 6 seconds and makes a decision whether to reach out to you or toss it in the bin. And you don't want the person to toss your resume in the bin. So you want it to be very detailed, very concise, simple. It should suit or fit the job that you're applying for. Then they will take a second look at it and reach out to you. You want to be in front of that recruiter. You want to go to the next stage and have an interview and all that good stuff. So follow this step-by-step process and build your resume. There are so many ways and formats to write a resume. You are so confused. You can tailor it to suit what the job is looking for. You don't necessarily have to follow the format. In some countries like France, they want you to have a photo and your resume is a must. By UK, US, they do not necessarily want to see your photo because of discrimination issues. Yes, and if they are really interested in you, they know where to find you. In the era of social media, everybody will go online, type your name, and your Facebook account will pop up, your LinkedIn account will pop up. Talking of LinkedIn accounts, I'm very guilty of that. I haven't built my LinkedIn account profile to meet the standard because of what? Currently, I'm not searching for a job. I'm actually looking to hire somebody. So you watching might be the lucky employee of mine. Yay! At USRN Pathway Consult, where we help nurses who schooled outside the US, who have the interest in working in USA as a nurse. We will help you in the application process, hold your hands, walk you through step 1, step 2, step 3, until you write the USA nursing licensure called NCLEX. Then, when you pass NCLEX, we link you to recruiters in the USA. Then you come join me here as a direct hire, work, make some money, and live that American dream of yours. Yes. So talking about LinkedIn, you want to go back. If you don't have an account, please go and create a LinkedIn account. All recruiters go on there to check you out. People are making great connection there. People are linking up with each other. Jobs will come and find you, or you might find jobs on there. So go and edit all the information you put there 10 years ago. Make them very current. All the new courses you have taken, the schools you've been to, certificates you've acquired, go and upgrade them to match the current world market so that people will find you and reach out to you, and to be a door opener, because the recruiter will go online and search you. If you have all kind of nasty posts in the past, you want to go take those down. Even though some of them are deleted, doesn't mean they are gone, but be very sensitive online. If you're using social media, know what you post, know what you write. You have multiple accounts with different names, please check that. And your emails. Your email is going to reflect on your resume or your CV. You want to have a professional email. Don't go and put Prissy Jack Cat something. No. priscillakuma@gmail.com. Go straight to the point. Sassy Ladybag. Forget all those names. Get a professional email. You can keep your Sassy Ladybag, but get a professional email so that the job recruiter will know you're a serious person and stick to that, instead of all this 4199902 Sassy Ladybag of the street at yahoo.com. Delete all that. Get a professional email, please. So let's get into this. Enough of the talking. The first section will be your name and contact. You want to put your full name, your legal name, the one that is on your school certificate, and you want to put that. You want to put your contact. That will be your phone number, your email, or your name on LinkedIn. You want to add Your website, if you have an official website, you can also add that. Anywhere they can reach out to you. And just be careful if you're going to post that resume publicly somewhere, just know that people will find your contact and they can use it to reach out to you in the negative way. So know when you leave your contacts on your resume and when you take your contacts off. You heard me mention website. I mentioned website because they might want to know your kind of work. They want to see some of the things you've done in the past, and they might find it on your website and know, oh, this person truly has a point to prove. So if you have a website or a place where you show your kind of work, your arts, your skills, whatever, you can add that and they will visit it. They truly will visit it and see if it's true. Yes. Number 2 is your work experience. Yes. This works best for people who have worked in the past. If this is your first job, you don't have much work experience. So let's talk about who have worked in the past. You have a whole list of jobs you've done in the past. You want to arrange them chronologically, but at the same time, you want to make sure the one that suits the job is at the top, so that as soon as you're reading down, they come across that. If it's an IT job, they want to know that you're able to code and decode and build this and that and use Microsoft Word and all those things there. Yes. So you want to arrange them according to the years to present. That is the ideal state. But let's say that you've only had 2 jobs and one of them is just a part-time job mowing lawn or something, and the other one is your real job. This video is for everybody, not just nurses. Yes, you don't want to put a lawn mowing, even though you just did it 2 days ago. You don't want to put a lawn mowing job on top, because the job you're applying for has nothing to do with lawn mowing. You want to put the nursing skills. So I took a BLS class, I took a CPR class. You want to put that one on top, even though it was 2 years ago, so that when a person is reading and gets there, they know, oh, she has a CPR, BLS, and then they would look at you. So you need to know when to put your skills. Talking about skills, everybody's a hard worker on paper. Everybody's smart, time conscious. Those are basic life skills you need to have. You do not need to put that on paper and waste space. Mind you, a 1 or 2 page resume is okay. But if you want to write, I'm a hard worker, I'm a smart worker, I'm time conscious, I'm a great team player, those words are generic. And now resumes are being passed with the applicant test system, and it picks keywords. So when writing the resume, you want those keywords that the job published. The jobs normally have a job number, and they write a little detail about what the job is about and the things they are looking for and the type of person they are looking for, the skill set. You want to pick those words to build your resume, so that when you write, you can capture resumes that are relevant to the job, and it's a way of sieving through all the chaff. They can't look at 10,000 jobs that people have applied for. So they just pick the ones that have the keywords, and then are able to narrow down and sieve through and now sit down and let humans focus and look at those ones that they have shortlisted. If that's a better word, shortlisted. The next one is job description. When you are listing out your job description, highlight achievements, the key points, the things you've done at the job. They are not interested in the duties that you were doing at your former job. Your achievements, you want to highlight them than duties. So for instance, you've organized a workshop for 1,000 people. It was a successful workshop. You trained them and did something. You want to say, I organized a workshop for 1,000 people and it was a successful training or workshop, and you end it there. Rather than saying the duties, my duty is organizing workshops. You want to give figures, tangible figures they can see, read, and touch. You get what I mean? So you want to say, oh, achievement. I was successfully able to organize 1,000 people for a workshop training that lasted for 3 days in Sub-Saharan Africa or somewhere. Rather than saying that my duties are organizing workshops. What kind of workshop? That is so vague. Everybody can put that on paper. Yes. And remind you, anything you put on paper, when you show up in the interview, be it physical or be it virtual, Zoom, online interview, they're going to ask you. And then you have to prove that the figures you put down are not fake. Yes, so highlight achievements rather than duties. A quick tip, this might be a little bit off topic, but if this is your first job you're applying for, you don't have any skill sets, you don't have any past experience, you're a new grad fresh from school, You might be privileged to be in some parts of the world where you do internship whilst you're in school, you do practicals or you do clinicals if you're in the nursing or healthcare field. Those ones can also be written down as experience. Yes, you went on a 6 weeks clinicals, you went on a 3-week study abroad somewhere, you went to a different area, you organized a health screening or something. Those are also skills you can put down if you have no official work experience where you were paid salary. And also back to LinkedIn. There are so many professionals on LinkedIn, and you want to go there and take some free courses. LinkedIn organizes some free courses that you can take online, some consultancy courses, administration courses, healthcare courses that you take online and just get a certificate to prove for that. So you do not necessarily have to have a job that has paid you before you can put that. Anything worth making your resume rich, you should always go for it. Take free courses online and just enrich your resume. That will be catchy. They will know that this is a new grad, but while sitting at home and or whilst on vacation, she used all those times to build a resume. Yes, and it will give you a better chance at getting that job, even though you're a new graduate from school and you don't have much work experience. Somebody has to hire you, train you before you have the experience to move to the next person. So if nobody hires you, there's no way you can build your work experience. You understand? So jobs, please, as we are applying to you, give us a chance. Test us out first before you close your doors onto us. So new grads are spoken on your behalf. Yeah. Education section. This is dicey. Some people bring it before their work experience. It depends. Both of them can sell. If you just left school, let's say a year or two ago, you want to put your education section first before your work experience because you don't have much to give. But if you want your work experience to speak for you, you want to bring that on top before you bring the education section. So the education section, what goes into that? It's basically the school you've attended. You want to write it backwards. So let's say between 2010 to 2015, you got your first degree bachelor's. Then 2016 to 2018, you got your master's. You want to arrange that. You want to arrange the master's on top. Or if it's PhD first, master's, bachelor's, diploma, high school and all. Nobody cares about your primary education. Nobody cares about your high school education. Some countries don't even have high school education. So you don't want to go too back down to your kindergarten. Nobody cares about your kindergarten, your primary, your junior high education. Not really. Just focus on secondary and your tertiary, and that is how you should arrange them. The most current education or highest certificate you have achieved should be on top. Then you come down to lower. You want to end it as secondary education tabs. Don't go to your kindergarten and your pre-K. Nobody cares about your pre-K. Okay. Do I add my GPA? If you have a very good GPA to flaunt, why not? Go ahead. If your GPA is a little bit weak and shaky, do not add your GPA. Just like a Tinder profile or you trying to get a date online. You don't want to tell the person I got FFF in all my schooling or whatever. You want to sell the points that will make you catch a date. That is just the analogy here to if you can relate. You want to put your best foot forward. Yes, so you want to sell yourself. If you were the valedictorian for your year, you were the best graduating student, you had a GPA of 4.0, 3.8, 3.6, 3.2, you can put a GPA in the education section. If you say got a bachelor's from University of Ghana between 2000 to 2004 with a GPA of 4.0, that's an icing, so you should add it. If it speaks good on your behalf, why not? If you were the class rep, you were the SRC, or you're a student, alumni union, something, or current student president or something, you can put those things to highlight that you are a social being, a social butterfly, and you are part of societies, committees, you're a good team player. Yes, so you don't need to say I am a good team player. You can put in there that yes, I was the president of so and so, I was the secretary of this, I was the leader of this, I organized this. You can highlight those, but make sure you don't make it too bulky so that they get tired of reading and toss it. Concise, simple, straightforward to the point. 1 page, 2 page tabs, and you should be done. Don't give anybody 4 pages to read. They're not going to highlight more on the skills section. Most of the big recruiting firms, they run your resume or CV through the ATS system, applicant tracking system. So that system picks keywords that was advertised in the job. So when you're looking at a job they mention some words. They do a little detail about what a job is, where it's located, what your job description will be, or the expectations of you would be. So when you are drafting your resume or your CV, you want to make sure it suits those keywords. You want to make sure those keywords appear in your resume or your CV. Yes, so that when they run that resume through the system can pick those keywords on your resume. Then it's like a sieving system where they sieve through the chaff, because mind you, you're not the only one who applied. Over 1,000, 10,000 people have applied for the job. So those keywords will let them shortlist you, sort of. So your resume will be picked and they'll toss the rest in the bin, the chaff. Yes. So you want those keywords. If they are looking for somebody who has BLS, those things, you want those things to appear in your resume. Then at least you've crossed one stage. Before now, the human being will sit down and look at the resume, and if your resume is catchy, they stop there and reach out to you. If it's not, then they toss it. So you want to cross stage 1, the ATS system, move to the next stage, which is the human selection. Then they reach out to you, book an interview, in person or virtual interview. Then they make a decision, get back to you. Then you get your big dream job that you've been waiting for all these years. Yeah, so follow these tips. Hopefully it helps you to land that job that you're looking for. And I wish you all the best. Hopefully this session has been helpful. Let me highlight one more time what you need on your resume. The first thing is your name and your contact. Then it could be your skills section or your education. So either you do education first, then you do skills section. As I said, if you are a new grad, all you have is your education. You want to put that first before you put your skills, because your skills might be 1 line or 2. Yes, but if you've worked for several 10, 15 years, you build a good resume, you might want to bring your skills first so that is catchy and they'll stay on there, focus more on there than the education you had 10 years ago, because obviously you've been out of school 10 years. That's how come you've built a work experience of 9 years. Yes, you can do both, vice versa. And in doing this, in writing about your skills, you do not want to do just job responsibilities, but put tangible things they can relate to, see and touch. The example I gave, you did a workshop for 1,000 people and it was a success. That is something that will let them know that you are a good organizer or a good leader. You do not need to let them know my skill is organizing. We can all put that on paper. Yes. And with the education, don't go and write your pre-K or your kindergarten or your primary school and all that. It's way too far back. Nobody cares about that. What they care about is, what are you bringing onto the team? What are you bringing to the table? What role can you bring to make the company succeed? They need somebody like you on the job. And your paper, that 1-page paper or 2, will tell them what you can do. Yeah, so just use that minute to sell yourself. Any achievements, awards that you've had in the past, you want to make sure you put them down, because I mentioned that, yeah, you were the valedictorian for the year group, you were the president of the year group, you were the secretary of the society, you were the leader in this and that. You want to put those awards down because they speak for you. Indirectly, you are bragging on paper without really bragging. You know what I mean? Yes. And to those of you who say, I'm not a social media person, I don't have a social media platform, at least build your LinkedIn profile. It's your professional portfolio. They don't know you, but they can go on there and see your write-up. They'll see your thesis, see your article, see the works you've done, see the cliques and societies and groups you are following. Then they will know that, oh, you are focused on your field or your team. So build that profile, make it very current. You can add a professional photo, a nice photo. You don't need to go to the studio, just dress nicely, professionally, in line with the job that you do. Put a little profile photo there. Keep updating. At least every 6 months, keep visiting the LinkedIn, updating your page. Make it very current. You never know who will reach out to you and give you a job without even you looking, because that is what happened to my brother. He was not looking, but somebody reached out to him and he had a job. So you can be that lucky person. I wish you the best in your journey. This is not a nursing resume format. This is a general resume format for 2022 and beyond. You can come back and watch this later in the years. And this is basically what you need. Just focus on the country the job is in and follow the rules that guide their resume, be it a photo or no photo. Thank you. My name is Priscilla Kuma, and reach out to me at USRN Pathway Consult at gmail.com, and I'll answer any questions that you need. Leave comments below, share this video, and bye-bye.